Hello, welcome to my weekly video. Today I am going to be using, these are new to me, Impressions of Abloom bundle. And, it's got the, like, pressed flower. That's what these are supposed to represent, is pressed flowers. And then you've got the die set, a couple big ovals. And I'll show you both of those. Some leaves, some flowers, and all that. So if you like this video, hit the like button. If you know somebody else that would like this video, hit the share button, and leave your questions and comments below. And on Facebook, you can hit Facebook follow button if you want to see more, and on YouTube it's the subscribe button down here somewhere. I gotta remember where that's at. Anyway, so I'll get started now. And like I said, Impressions of Bloom. It's kind of a mouthful. And here's one of the dies, and it's white. So let me, that's one of the dies that cuts out this nice oval, kind of like a modern oval punch. I think that's what it's called. We have a punch that kind of has the same look to it, where the sides are flat and then rounded into an oval. And then this is the designer series paper that matches the suite. This is part of a suite. This is Floral Impressions designer series paper, and this is Strawberry Slush, and this piece is 5 1/4 by 4, and this one is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8, so just 1/8 shorter. And I hate to not use that piece of the paper, but this side is just gorgeous. And just tape those two down before I forget. And yeah, before I lose them. That's what would happen. I would lose them. And there we go. Try to get them as close as possible to the center. And I just kind of toss my adhesive off to the front of my desk. All right, so there's that, and I did get it on the right way. All right, so now we're going to, well, before I do that, here's the other oval. So the other oval cuts two pieces, this thin piece, and then it cuts that out of the center. And this one is, you could use those together, but this one is a little bit bigger than the center part, but not as big as the oval part, I don't think. I didn't test that. Yeah, it's not as big. So you got 3 different size ovals in that one stamp set. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take our biggest flower here. I'm going to stamp the solid piece in Pretty in Pink. And I'm going to stamp that up here, kind of like that. I hope that's where I want it. I have not made one. I was playing around with this earlier today. Then I'm going to take Strawberry Slush and stamp the detail part in that and try to get this lined up. I think it goes like that. Getting just, no. There. There. That's how it goes. I'm lining up the 3 petals here with these 3 here. There's another group of 3, but it's a little different, and that's where I was getting off a little bit. So I'm just lining that up. Stamp that down. I didn't get it quite straight, or didn't get it perfect, but that's okay. I am not going to redo that just for that. And it looks like I got something on it. I have yellow on my finger somehow, and I got it on there. Man. Then I'm going to take this one of the others, and do the solid in Darling Duckling. And don't smush it down too far. I see I got some in the middle there. And then this one, also, I kind of find this big gap in this one and line that up. Try to get over this as close to over top of it as I can. And then I stamp that in crushed curry. And I'm just taking colors from the paper for that. And then I've got my pecan pie, and I'm going to stamp the centers of the flowers in pecan pie. Actually, I think I was really thinking I would do that one in Darling Duckling, and I forgot. Oh well. It'll look okay. So there I've got those. I don't plan to put any flowers on there because, or any leaves, because I have some die cut leaves that I was going to put. I think I was going to go this way with those. And just one of the other flowers. And so then I put sticky paper on the back of these because, well, these leaves I would have had room to get glue. Some of this, and I'll show you here in a minute. Some of it would not be so easy to get glue on. It kind of went off the edge just slightly because it's got that sticky on it. That's where if you didn't have sticky paper over the whole thing, you could decide that you were going to have hanging off the edge of the paper could be left with no sticky paper on it. I just thought of that. And try to get it off my finger without tearing the leaf. And kind of do the same over here. Kind of like that. And then I'm going to take that and pop it up. And I also have a center. I did go with yellow. That paper is Darling Duck, and then Pretty in Pink. And that's this flower and this, or these, the centers are these two dies together. So the center part just pierces it, and same with these. And these two do the same thing. It just pierces and gives it detail. And one thing you could do, I did not do that, but I could have taken my sponge dauber and kind of added some color to that just to give it a little depth, but I did not do that. So there's the center of the flower. And then I was going to put that up on a dimensional, and the big dimensionals are too big. Maybe the small one is just right. And I really had these two further away than I wanted them closer together. In my mind, that's what I had. And then I have just a note. I don't like that. I'll figure out some other words. I need something bigger than that. I need something bigger. You've been on my mind. Maybe I can get that one on there real quick. I just had a stamp block, so there it is. It's not the right size, and I'm going to go black ink on that. I don't know what I'm going to do about that smudge of yellow. Just chalk it up to inky fingers, I guess. Oh, I know. One of my embellishments will go there. So there we have that, and then we're just going to tape that down onto our card base. And, you know, kind of in the center, like so. And I was thinking I would use I'm going to use the strawberry slush ones. I haven't used those yet. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put one right there. And I'll put another one right there. And then I'll do a small one, get the right color here. And I'll put that over here. Kind of like that. And there we go. Move some of this ink out of the way. I've had my ink pads open for a little bit, and I've just been sitting here. Hopefully I did not get that on my white card base, which I didn't go over that. That's the standard card base. I will always remember to tell you if I don't use the standard card base. So there you have it. And that's the only card I have made with this. I had a busy weekend and I did not get anything made with it until earlier today. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this card. Yeah, I'll be back next week, and let me know if you have any questions or suggestions for a future video. And I may not get this posted tomorrow. Like, you know, usually on Wednesday I post what I make on Tuesday in my video. But I may not do that. I might have another card, and then, but I will get this posted either Wednesday or Thursday one. Tomorrow or Thursday. So thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a great day and the great rest of your week. Bye.